Hello everyone, I am Fanny, and in today's 10 minutes to study, we will be studying the clavicle. Yes, these pieces over here. So, I guess I shall start the timer now. Okay, so, to start off, I have first drawn what I believe the clavicle, what I know the clavicle to look like. I'm not sure if this is correct, so this is just my guess to see, kind of compare what we get from before and after the study. So, you have the clavicle, which I believe looks something like this. The sternum is down here, which goes into here, and here is the rib cage. And the spine comes up here, and in last time we studied the neck, so we know that there's like spines that come out there. And it's more like a C shape, so it's looking from the side, it connects here, which connects to the rib cage. Rib cage, something like this. I think I have a basic understanding of some anatomy. Of course, it isn't perfect, which is why we're doing this. So, yay. Okay, so then it would come up something like this. So using perspective, you can see that it's something like that. This is just my initial interpretation. Of course, arms coming down, and like so. So, yes. If we have this, then there seems to be a couple of problems. So, first of all, so last time we learned about the sternocleidomastoid, which connects down here when we were studying the neck, as well as so we have the trapezius, and we have this muscle underneath here, which connects like this, which kind of keeps, my guess is that it keeps the jaw open, but anyway, keeps the jaw from kind of like this, and the neck ends at like a junction, like a stopping point, and then comes down, which connects down here. But today what I'd like to study is this part over here, this sort of connecting part, or here, or here. So, today we get into that. So, about 8 minutes or so left on the clock, so let's go. So, I have opened a bit of Google Images. Yes, our friend Google Images. So, if we look over here, we immediately get a picture of the clavicle. So, if we just drag this to the side, drag this to the side, and we can see that this is the clavicle over here. So, if we go based on this, let's create a new layer, hide this initial one. Okay, there we go. You can see that it's kind of like this. So let's say we have the skull, like this, just a basic rudimentary skull, and then the spine, spine, like something like that, and then we have the opening to the thing. Oh, it's actually a little smaller than I thought. Okay, so the opening to the rib cage, and then it comes down here, have the rib cage itself. And then we have the sternum, which is actually a lot smaller. I guess I need to work on more proportions. Anyway, so we have this, and finally we have the clavicle, which I shall highlight in red. It's a little bit of a contrasting color. Orange, because that's a contrasting color. Wait. Green is contrasted by red. Okay, sorry, red. So I shall bring red. And now we can see it's a lot flatter than initially anticipated. So if you wanted to carry it, you could maybe make something like this, with like the clavicles going down like this, so then your neck would be like that, and you'd have like these ginormous things. But anyway, that's just a bit of a thing. So if you weren't carrying, then it would be, I guess, something like this. Little slats on these sides, and then these connect, seems to the sockets, or I'm just calling them sockets, I'm not sure if that's the official term, but so the sockets for the forearms. So something like this. What else does it connect to? So it also seems to connect to, of course, the sternum, which goes about here, which connects to the front, it seems, of the ribcage. So, if we were to break this down, I believe it would be something like, first you would, like, if you're drawing from the head, you'd get the head, and you'd get the ribcage. You can connect that with the C shape of this. So if you're from the side, then C shape, something like that. And then you'd have the sternocleidomastoid, which comes down, and the way it would insert is in front of here. But we still haven't decided that. Okay, if we look at it, maybe if we could find, for a top-down view, that's nice. I did not know that. So from a top-down view, oopsie daisy, sorry. So from a top-down view, it seems to be something more like this. So if we look at it from here, so we're drawing the skull, and this is like the jawbone, so and then this would be the ribcage opening. Maybe a different color now. Sorry, this is a bit of a mess. Okay. The clavicles seem to be something like this, if we're exaggerating. Come like this, and then they go backwards, which is something I find quite interesting. Backwards, and then connect to, okay, so these triangle bones in the back, I'm quite unsure to their correct their name, but you have these triangle bones in the back, which connect to clavicles. Ah, so they don't actually insert to this like we saw from the front view, but they actually they connect to the triangle things in the back. Okay, so these triangle bones have. Oh, I'm sorry for the car. Anyway, so we can see here that it connects here and here in the back. Interesting. So so then that means that if we over here, then from the side view, we'd see the clavicles coming backwards like this, and be connecting to these triangle bones. So like this, they come down. Okay, one more thing. Okay, so from the front, there's almost no height difference from here. Maybe it just goes slightly higher? Yeah, slightly higher. So they go like this, and then connect here, which connects to this, which doesn't actually connect to the arm. So it seems like this triangle bone is what connects to the arm. Okay, so then your arm circle would be back here, and then you finally get the arm. So if you're drawing the arm, I guess it might be more important to consider where the triangular bone is, as opposed to maybe the clavicle or the rest of the thing. Because the triangle bone, it seems, can maybe go out. Like as I move my arm backwards here, I can feel the clavicle. Can I feel the clavicle? The clavicle doesn't really move much. It can go up and down. Like it can go up and down the clavicle, but it seems like the thing that moves, like when I actually rotate my arm and stuff, is actually this triangle bone. Huh, that's an interesting insight. Okay, maybe we'll be studying this triangle bone next time. Anyway, so that's the clavicle. Let's see. I was actually interested in how that connects to muscle, how the bones. Maybe something a little more exact, perhaps? Maybe clavicle muscles? Okay, go. Clavicle muscles. Okay. If you see over here, no, sorry. I guess we could say that, but, actually, there we go. Okay, this is something, some reference, maybe something else, if possible. Muscle, beefy, okay, fine. With this, very, healthy and, muscular man. So, if we go to oopsie daisies, I keep doing that. Sorry. Okay, scroll to the side, scroll this up. There we go. Okay, now, if we get a new layer, we can see that this, man has, okay, so just go like this, very broad chin, and then spine, oopsie daisies, okay, straight down, like so. Okay, then I suppose, we have the smaller than normal, and then I thought, opening, then we have the rib cage, then we have the clavicle over here, so then it's not that high, so something like this, that's actually way too high, actually. So it's almost like a straight horizontal line. And then so the muscles for the neck would, I imagine, go like this, and then triangle bones. But we don't have to draw that. What we're trying to focus on is the muscles. So, okay, it seems like wait, maybe this isn't accurate. Sorry, I am so sorry. Maybe here. This one at least has the muscles. Okay. So, okay, here's the clavicle. So clavicle bone. If we draw the muscles now, let's highlight them in blue. Muscles insert from sternocleidomastoid, which seem to insert something like this. So if we zoom in a little bit, so we have the clavicle over here, and then the nape of the neck should the clavicle should be here. Sorry, and then I apologize for my lack of experience. And then anyway, so they would insert in around here. Okay, it seems, and then the trapezius is back here. And then, there's some sort of hollow here. It's interesting to note. I don't know why that is. Anyway, so you can see that the clavicle is connected basically directly to the sternocleidomastoid. So if you were drawing this, then you could imagine like the skin going over this. It would be something like, so you'd have the sternocleidomastoid connecting to the clavicle. So you draw some shadow underneath here, and then maybe like a two here. Maybe a different color to show. That. So this would be something like this, shadow, and that could be like your sternocleidomastoid connecting to this. Right? Interesting. Then moving on. Oh my goodness. Oh, wait seconds. So in conclusion, kind of, we have the sternocleidomastoid, which connects to the clavicle. Sternocleidomastoid is what we learned last time in the neck lesson. Then we learned about the clavicle, which connects to the side. It doesn't go too high. It's actually quite perpendicular, but from the top, if we're looking downwards, it actually goes in quite a bit. And then it seems to connect to the triangle bones at the back, which themselves connect to the arms. So clavicle doesn't connect to the arms. I think that might be maybe like a core lesson today as well. And also they seem to only go up and down, like if when I move my arm. That seems to be what it is. And yeah, they connect to the sternocleidomastoid. Okay, so thank you. Okay, so that has been our 10 minutes. So to recap, sternocleidomastoid from the front. It's quite flat actually. Some other things are the opening to the ribcage is actually quite small. And other than that, yes, it connects to the triangle bone. Sternocleidomastoid only goes up and down really. Like I'm sure there's a medical term for up and down movement, but the triangle bone is the actual thing that goes back and forth, it seems. Wait, I might be wrong. This is just based on, so it does go back and forth a little bit. Huh. Well, I guess I was wrong. Anyway, up and down, back and forth. Yeah, so the clavicle does, I'm so sorry, the clavicle does move a lot. Okay, so that's one thing. It can move in any direction. Okay, so it has a lot of rotation. And okay, so then I guess we should study, maybe next time we shall study this mysterious triangle bone, which is connecting to the arms. Because that seems quite important, because like if I ended up connecting it to this, then we could have some weird stuff, right? Like for example, if I was trying to draw an arm coming down like so, and then comes down like that. Like if I was drawing the starting point from like the clavicle, then then it's actually much higher, so we can get some anatomy weirdness. Because it connects actually. So that's where the bone is. Anyway, so that's just something to note, I suppose. And yeah, I guess now I shall say farewell to everyone. Because this is in the end. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you learned if you learned something, that's cool. And if not, then I am so sorry for maybe not investigating the subject as thoroughly as I can. But fortunately, school has a lot of time. Anyway, that has been today's video, and I shall see everyone tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching, and please leave any questions in the comments below. I shall get to them as quickly as I can. Thank you, goodbye! Then it's actually much higher, so we can get some anatomy weirdness. Because it connects to this, actually. So that's where the bone is. Anyway, so that's just something to note, I suppose. And yeah, I guess now I shall say farewell to everyone. Because this is in the end. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you learned, if you learned something, that's wonderful. And if not, then I am so sorry for maybe not investigating the subject as thoroughly as I can. But fortunately, school has a lot of time. Anyway, that has been today's video, and I shall see everyone tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching, and please leave any questions in the comments below. I shall get to them as quickly as I can. Thank you, goodbye!